Hello, my name is Bolanle Ambunije, and I am a grateful parent of 4. I am so grateful for my children that I thank God for them every day when I wake in the morning and when I go to sleep at night. They are each so beautiful, talented, and profound that I live in constant wonder and admiration for them having been born to me. My children have added so much to my life. In fact, I'm sure that if it were not for my having children, I'd be gleefully crushing people's hopes and dreams as I craftily calculate my ascent of the corporate structure, amassing ungodly amounts of material wealth at the expense of babies, old people, and the environment. Okay, I may be stretching it a bit, but suffice it to say, I'd be somewhere acting a fool. I know my children keep me human. I created this video because I'm hurting for the parents who are in anguish because they don't feel the same way about their children. I'm also hurting for the children who feel alone, unloved, and angry. I often see parents and their children in constant conflict, children behaving as if they have no one in their lives to guide them, and parents confused as to how their children have come to be so aimless, disrespectful, and unconcerned about how their careless actions bring harm to other people. Most parents of today recall we did not get away with anything near what our children get away with now. One of the reasons society is so radically different from the way it was in the past is because a significant number of us in each generation decided to raise our own children differently from the way we were raised. The problem now is it seems we've thrown the baby out with the bathwater. Because we did not like or agree with some of the methods our own parents used while raising us, we threw them out. But now we parents of today have virtually no plans for raising our children. We kind of fly by the seat of our pants and make it up as we go along. Our child rearing decisions are often based on our mood and emotional state versus anything that has a basis in forethought or reason. We are raising them differently from the way our parents raised us, but it is certainly no better. If we are honest with ourselves, we have to admit our methods have resulted in spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional abuse from another angle. Too many of our children are lacking self-discipline and respect for authority, themselves and others, avoid accountability and are irresponsible, and see themselves as the center of the universe and separate from the rest of us. Now, while it is good that they express themselves, they are, as a group, doing it in destructive and disrespectful ways, and our children are still not developing to their fullest potential because they're materially misguided, because we buy them everything, and unwilling to put forth the effort to meet the goals that they say they want to meet, because we do too much for them, believing we're doing them a favor when we're actually crippling their ability to do for themselves. We are now doing our children a terrible disservice by allowing them to exist in a fantasy land, letting them believe and expect the world to support the selfishness and immaturity that we parents have allowed to grow and fester within them. What's more, despite the fact that our society has changed dramatically over the last few generations, what with mothers going to work outside of the home, skyrocketing divorce, dramatic increase in the number of single-headed households, etc., the needs of children never change. They still need to be guided, nurtured, and taught, which requires that we parents make our children our priority. Not the jobs or the clothes, cars, school, love interest, or anything else. Our children must come first. After all, we have only one time to raise them. It seems that we parents, as a group, are missing some basic information that would make a world of difference in the lives of our children and in our relationships with our children. It's not our fault that we're missing the information. It's a consequence of progress. Regardless of the times, though, the ultimate responsibility for meeting the needs of children still rests with parents. I don't know about you, but I'm glad about that because we don't have to wait for anyone else to make the necessary changes. We don't have to protest, lobby, solicit, fundraise, wait for legislation or anything else or anybody else. We can start right now. Here we go.